Today on the channel, we're looking at Asohka Tano Corvus from the Mandalorian Star Wars Vintage Collection on Way I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
Hey out there in Action Figure Land, Way I Got It Figured back with another Star Wars Vintage Collection review. This time we're looking at Asohka Tano from the Mandalorian. She is VC222, and I picked this figure because I'm going to do a Mandalorian review or a Mandalorian adjacent review every week as long as the new season of The Mandalorian is running. So basically it's going to be 8 reviews. Ahsoka is just the first. I picked her for a couple of reasons. One, I like the figure. Two, as you can see in the package, she has some interesting articulation differences, so I want to go over that. And 3, it's Ahsoka, right? So, from the Mandalorian, played by Rosario Dawson. So, like I said, she is VC222. And then here's her cross-sell on the back. All of these figures have been out for a while, but I have yet to open this Ahsoka. So I'm going to do that. And there's all your other text. And we're going to examine her and see where it all leads. All right, so we've got Ahsoka out of the package, and as I said, she does have some interesting articulation. Her arms are, of course, fully articulated with articulated wrists, as you can see, and she's got her 2 lightsabers that are clear, show up kind of white in the show, and then you've got your general likeness of Rosario Dawson playing the character on The Mandalorian. It's a very good likeness. And you got plenty of detail in the figure. That whole look. Of course, in the show that she was in, well, I guess there was a part of when she wasn't wearing the little cape. And this figure doesn't have kind of like the extra robe that she came with, but they did do a deluxe version that I've yet to see in any store or anything like that comes with Grogu. And I don't know, I might try and pick that up at some point. But I'm going to have to do some checking, and as I'll get into, you'll find out why. So there's your articulation there. She has waist articulation, waist swivel, and she has a thigh cut, a very high thigh cut, and she has ankle, you know, an ankle rocker, so that's very cool, all pinless and all that, which, you know, I mean, these figures are small, they're not gonna have pins, but it's a modern articulated figure, modern, you know, it's done in a modern fashion. Head looks up and down, but the Leku kind of course, impedes that to some extent. That's okay. But what she doesn't have is any kind of knee bend. So based on the outfit that she's wearing, which is kind of these parachute type pants, the figure has 0 ability to bend her knees. Even though this looks like a 2-part thing, it really isn't. It's just one piece. So it's very nicely detailed, very nicely sculpted. Oh wait, here, I'm wrong. Look at that. So you do have it. It's just the way the pants are cut, which actually now I have a way different opinion now. See it? That's why you handle your action figures and examine them and actually check them out first before you start talking out of the side of your butt. But there you go. Both knees have knee bend. I just thought it was odd looking at her in the package. You really couldn't see how that was going to work, but from the back you can kind of see it there. And even if you're looking at it from the back, it's not very intrusive to the figure. Not that, I'm going to have her stand on the shelf like that. She's gonna stand front ways. And of course, if her knees are bent in a more natural pose, she can actually stand without too much work. So let's do that. There you go. So there you go. She's standing on her own power, which is odd too. Another thing that's weird is in the cross cell, she's just standing literally straight standing, no knee bend at all, in a static pose, which I guess is somewhat boring, but but she can do more than that, and she's doing it. So yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, I was wrong. She has all the articulations, which gives me a much better feel. Been doing a lot of people with two swords lately. It seems like two melee weapons. So there you go. And here she is with her once and former master, the ubiquitous Darth Vader from Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Dark Times. I always have on hand, even if I don't have anything else on hand, just for sense of scale. So there you go. Yeah. She looks nice. Has the photo real technology on the face, and the only complaint that I was going to have apparently has been removed. So we'll move on to final thoughts. All right, final thoughts on Asohka Tano Corvus VC222. I like the figure. She's great. I was gonna probably give her like a 7 or something for not having any knee bend, but now, because she does have knee bend and I'm kind of a moron, I'm gonna give her a 9. This figure captures the character from the Mandalorian, especially in the face department, the portrait, which, as we all know, is the most important part of the figure. But she has, a ton of posability, wrists, elbows. It's everything you come to expect from a modern vintage collection figure. A lot of you probably already have her. If you don't, you should be able to find her fairly cheap. She's not all that expensive. Might be $20 or something like that. Of course, I got this one from Hasbro Pulse last year sometime. And I'm just now getting around to opening them. So opening a lot of my vintage collection figures. So while I'm going to be doing reviews of them, I'm not getting like massive levels of new ones. I've sort of backed off of vintage collection as a further collection. I will always get major characters like Ahsoka or Darth Vader. I will always get them. So, I'm never going to 100% stop. But the heyday of my vintage collection days has kind of come and gone. So yeah. So we got 7 more of these reviews to go. while the Mandalorian runs. So the next one will be next week, all the way to chapter 8, which is like halfway through April. So I'm going to sign off there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody who subscribes to the channel, who watches my videos. I really do appreciate every one of you, and I want to give you the best content I possibly can. If you're new to the channel, obligatory, please subscribe, like the video, share it if you can, and turn on notifications so you know when I do another one. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Next up, I think it's going to be a Transformers video. So that's what I got on the schedule next. Should be up probably Saturday. So we'll see. But that's going to do it for this one. So until the next video, everybody stay safe, and I will see you very soon. Peace.